Your birthday is coming up, and the date suddenly feels closer than any other day on the calendar. The closer it gets, the more people assume you must be excited about it. Then someone smiles and asks what you are doing for your birthday this year. Your answer is simple, but it instantly changes the mood in the room. You say that you are doing nothing because it is just another normal day for you. Somehow that one sentence confuses everyone around you. Your friends start wondering if you are secretly sad. Your family assumes something must be emotionally wrong. They expect cake, candles, and a smiling photo, but you feel no need for any of it. Instead of excitement, you just feel emotionally neutral and completely normal. But what if nothing's wrong with you? What if you're actually more evolved than people give you credit for? Because psychologists have actually studied this, and what they found says a lot more about the people who judge you than about you. This video was made for you. Whether it's sadness, maturity, or something much deeper, stay with me. Let's start with the group nobody talks about. The ones who stopped celebrating, not because they chose to, but because life taught them not to hope. In 1967, psychologist Martin Seligman discovered something unsettling. He called it learned helplessness. When someone experiences repeated disappointment with no control over the outcome, their brain eventually stops trying. Not because they're weak, because they're efficient. And birthdays are basically a prediction error machine. Your brain runs on predictions. Neuroscientists Schultz, Diane, and Montague showed that your dopamine system doesn't just respond to rewards. It responds to the gap between what you expected and what you got. Imagine this. You're young. You expect the party. You expect your friends to remember. You expect to feel special. And when none of that happens, not once, not twice, but year after year, your brain does the math. It stops predicting the reward. It stops releasing the dopamine. And eventually you stop caring. Not because you don't want to care, but because your brain decided that hoping hurts more than forgetting. So when someone says it's just another day, listen carefully. That sentence wasn't born from apathy. It was built from scar tissue. And the fact that they can say it calmly, that's not coldness, that's armor. But not everyone who skips their birthday carries scars. For another group, life is simply too mentally crowded for one date to stand out. Work deadlines fill the mind before the birthday ever gets a chance. Family responsibilities take up the emotional space that celebrations usually occupy. Big goals keep the brain locked on the future instead of the date. Mental overload makes weeks blur together until days stop feeling symbolic. Time starts collapsing into one long stretch of obligations. Your birthday becomes just another notification hidden in the noise. There is always one more task that feels more urgent. The wall of reminders grows bigger than the day itself. The clock keeps racing even when your body wants rest. Sometimes you forget the date completely until someone else mentions it. Late nights and coffee cups make every day feel the same. In that kind of life, birthdays lose their emotional hierarchy. Everything feels equally urgent, including ordinary Tuesdays. So the birthday simply blends into the system. It is not sadness. It is cognitive prioritization. Your attention goes where life demands it most. That is why the date feels normal instead of special. To outsiders, it may look detached, but your focus is simply elsewhere. Sometimes a normal birthday is just the side effect of a busy mind. Then there are people who simply no longer need rituals to feel valuable. They stopped outsourcing their worth to candles and messages. For them, the cake disappearing changes nothing inside. The silence of the day feels complete rather than empty. Their sense of worth already lives inside them. They feel whole without needing a celebration to prove it. An ordinary morning coffee gives them the same peace others seek from parties. A random Tuesday can feel just as meaningful as a birthday. They discovered how to feel grounded on ordinary days. That is what real emotional maturity often looks like. Their peace comes from within rather than from ritual. They stepped off the treadmill of chasing temporary highs. What replaced it was quiet stability. That stability makes loud celebrations feel optional. While others need the noise, solitude already feels enough. But sometimes childhood memories still shape the feeling beneath it. The younger version of you still remembers the birthdays that disappointed you. That memory can flatten the emotion of the day years later. For some people, the calm is healing. For others, it is fear dressed as detachment. They stop caring before the day gets a chance to disappoint them. That is the difference between freedom and self-protection. Only you can tell which one your heart is choosing. True freedom feels soft and peaceful inside the body. Defensive detachment feels quiet, but emotionally numb. The psychology looks similar from the outside, but it feels different within. Some of the healthiest people in the world simply do not need birthdays to feel whole. They wake up, drink their coffee, and move through the day already full. If that is you, there may never have been anything wrong with it. Sometimes it really is just another day, and that can be its own kind of peace. So if your birthday feels like just another day, maybe that was never sadness. Maybe it was healing. Maybe it was growth. Maybe it was the moment you stopped needing a date to tell you that you matter. If this video found you today, it wasn't an accident. Leave a quiet comment if you've ever spent a birthday alone and felt perfectly fine about it. Subscribe for more psychology videos that help you understand the parts of yourself you were never taught to name.